So the motto of this year's IDSF is balancing digital sovereignty with digital solidarity. And it's the big issue of our times. How do we get control of our data, of our digital infrastructure? But at the same time, if we want to protect us, that means also we close each other off to a certain extent. How can we still keep up digital solidarity? Meaning, making sure that we have enough international cooperation on the way to not exclude people, but to be as inclusive as possible. So the first session was on quantum technologies and, as we call it, the security dimension. So the implications of quantum technologies on peace and security. And we heard a keynote speech by Michael Kreliner, who is a senior researcher from CIPRI, which is a world-renowned think tank that specializes on issues of peace and security, in particular proliferation issues and arms control issues. But they also looked into the implications of quantum technologies on peace and security at large. So the main findings is that the implications of these technologies are quite vast, in particular in the military realm. So military applications, some are quite far off, but some are already here. And I think the gist of our discussions was that it's very important to keep anticipating what is out there. These technologies have still a different level of maturity, but we have to be ahead of the curve and look already how we can govern them responsibly. And I think that's also the key message of the conference at large. How do we mitigate the risks, prevent harm, but leverage the positive transformative potential of any technology that comes our way? Because the complexity of these issues and the pace is outstanding. So one country or one stakeholder group alone cannot make it. What is so beautiful about this event is that it gathers private sector, academia, research institutes, and governments, and civil society together to make sense of what is happening, because it is very complex. We need a lot of sort of brains on deck, not only hands on deck, but brains on deck. And in times like these, where dialogue has become quite difficult, where we shut down our borders, we have protect more than we open up, it's important that we have an open dialogue and a multi-stakeholder approach, in the sense that different stakeholders help to come up with a joint solution, a way forward, and a joint vision. And I think ISDF is doing that really very well, getting ahead of the key issues of our times in terms of digital technologies and what is out there. And what makes it special, of course, it's Vienna. It's this fantastic venue. We're in the midst of Museumsquartier. It's a Baroque castle. It's beautiful. And of course, Austrian hospitality does a trick. I think we do things in a very light way, but very efficiently. So we're the biggest, I think, asset here in Central Europe, in the sense that we combine the North and the South, and hopefully bring together something that enriches everyone. The highlight of the day is, I think, something that you can feel if you're here. It's this great energy that has captured everyone, and I think it's very, very tangible, because these are really not issues that everybody deals with on an everyday basis. We're talking about quantum technologies, immersive technologies, so virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, and neurotechnology, which are all quite specialized communities. So not the usual digital security, cybersecurity community. So we're talking about convergence of these technologies. It's very difficult to grasp it and to understand what is out there. But you feel, I think, this huge interest in people to sort of break out of the silos. And I hope that we can, continue with that feeling and that energy, and make something really happening. I think that's what Helmut Leopold also said. This should not be a one-off thing. It's just the kickstart of something bigger that we hopefully can continue in the years to come.